Hello everyone, it's Anita again and thank you for being here. It's been quite some time since I posted anything, so what I wanted to talk about today is connected to results. It's connected with the fact that we are super prone to focus on the results, and recently I realized that when I try to manifest something, I am a little bit too much concerned about the outcome. And when I don't see a result, then automatically I feel somehow deprived or separated from what I wanted to manifest in the first place, which actually hinders the whole process. And I think it's kind of connected a little bit to how I was programmed, especially in the work environment. I've been in the office job for over 10 years, and it's very difficult to deprive yourself from looking at the results and the numbers and what have you. And you kind of have this analytical filter installed, and it is sometimes difficult to get rid of it. One of the reasons why I'm actually experimenting now with YouTube is to unlearn this, in a sense that I would like to try a side project, for example, where the results may not be so apparent, especially in the beginning. And I don't really think of this YouTube channel as a sort of work to do. It's more like for fun, to trigger discussions connected to spirituality. I think it's very important because more and more people are waking up, and I think the more of us talks about these topics, the better, basically. And I remember watching some videos online, and I was watching, I think, some random reels, and one of them was about Dolores Cannon and her lectures. And in one of the lectures she said that we come to this earth to learn how to manipulate energy. Everything is created from energy, and we as creators can manipulate it. And obviously this manipulation or manifestation or what have you is connected to how well we understand the laws of attractions and how well we can utilize them. And I am fortunate enough to have friends who are very good at this, and I learn a lot from people around me, and I can see that I think I met that kind of people for a reason. So it is for me a synchronicity in itself, and I've been experiencing synchronicities now for some time. As I mentioned before, I wanted to, one of the manifestations I'm aiming at is to fix my skin issues. And the problem with skin is that you often see it, when you look at it, you kind of see the result I've manifested the past few years where I got sick. And now I need to kind of unlearn it and see myself as a whole again so that it can actually start healing. And I already noticed that the more I feel grateful and I feel love for myself, the more peace I have inside of myself. And this is, I think, one of the new things that I noticed this year, that whenever I am thrown off, I can in a way get back into this positivity, but I wouldn't call it toxic positivity. I actually navigate my negative emotions in a good way, according to the book, because I don't really try to suppress it. I just allow it to be, and the more I allow it to be, the more it kind of dissipates with time. So I was shocked that I actually needlessly bought this book, because I actually already used the technique and the main technique he discusses, but I think I will keep on reading just to expand the topic, because maybe it will help more people as well. Basically, the theme of this video is that the results that we're seeing in front of us are not necessarily fixed, and they can be manipulated, and they can be changed, and we do have power to change. And healing isn't really a linear process, and There were times where I was in remission and then the issue came back. So I know it's sometimes few steps forward, one step back, and I think the most important thing for me at this point is not to give up and keep on going. So one of the news I have is that I registered for another retreat with Dr. Joe Dispenza, this time in United States. I will take part in advanced follow-up. It was kind of my dream, because in this particular event we won't be discussing so much the knowledge, the theory. It will be more about practice, and this is what I'm most interested in, to practice as much as possible. I practice a lot at home, and the energy, I know it will be crazy in that event, because in this particular event only people who've been to week-long can take part in. So I think advanced students will be only there, and they will generate enormous power and enormous energy. If you've never been to one of Dr. Joe Dispenza events, I can recommend them. I still haven't recorded any video about my previous experience, but this is planned. And definitely I will do some vlogging on spot there. Obviously I won't be able to film everything, but I would like to create an episode where I discuss each day what we've been doing and how I felt, and I think it would be quite interesting to everyone, and to me as well. I mean, it's a nice souvenir in a way to actually record yourself, and you can always go back to how you perceived the day on the spot. You know, our memories are kind of funny in a way, that the more time passes by, the different memories we have, because we don't have the same brain as we did before. In a way, the brain is plastic, and we sometimes make up stories about ourselves that are not exactly true. So I'm super happy I can talk about basically anything today, because last few days were difficult for me, and I'm really glad that I can be back and just say hi to you, say that everything is fine, and I'm still on my healing journey, just like many other people, and we're in this together, and I'm super positive that I'm on the right track. And yeah, so that's all what I wanted to talk about. I was again all over the place. I really appreciate every comment and like you give me, and yeah, so see you next time. Bye bye.